A very good morning, everyone. My name is Rahul Negi, and I'm a research scholar at a central university. From past two videos, we have covered conceptual framework and types of variables. Now, in this video, I'll be covering intervening variables. They could be mediating variables or moderating variables. There are parts of mediating variables or types of mediating variables. There are different types of moderating variables we'll discuss in this video. So in this video particular, we'll be discussing first of all uh, so in this video we'll be discussing intervening variables, how many types of intervening variables there are, and also types of moderating variables. Okay, so intervening variables, those who intervene the relationship between mediating and moderating variable. I mean those who intervene the relation between independent variable and dependent variable. Okay, so moderating variable. A moderating variable affects the strength or direction of relationship between an independent variable and dependent variable. There is a particular relation between independent variable and dependent variable. So what a moderating variable does is they kind of affect the strength or direction, how more or how less the independent variable is going to impact the dependent variable. Like, here is a conceptual diagram of how to explain this moderating variable. Here behavioral biases is our independent variable that we call IV. Here investment decision making is DV, that is our dependent variable. Now financial literacy here is not impacting behavioral bias directly, neither it is impacting investment decision making directly. It is impacting the relationship between these two variables. So financial literacy either will increase or improve the investment decision making or reduce the impact of behavioral biases, or it will do nothing, or it will reduce the behavioral biases or increase the impact of behavioral biases. So that what intervening variable in form of moderating variable does. ठीक है, ओके. सो अगर हम हिंदी में समझें तो फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी विच हियर इज मॉडरेटिंग वेरिएबल, ये इन दोनों के रिलेशन को इम्पैक्ट करता है, एंड it either will increase or decrease or improve or reduce the impact of behavior bias on investment decision making. So this was our moderating variable. Okay, now we have mediating variable. Okay, these two variables, intervening variables, either moderating or mediating, they sound look similar, but they have different kind of work that they particularly perform. A mediating variable explains how or why. Remember these two words, how or why. An independent variable influences a dependent variable. कैसे और क्यों एक इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल को इम्पैक्ट करता है. जैसे कि अगर हम यहाँ पर देखें, इन द प्रीवियस मॉडल दैट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड, बिहेवियरल बायसेस is independent variable, investment decision making dependent variable. So mediating variable do not impact directly the relation. It goes like behavioral biases is impacting risk perception, and then risk perception is impacting investment decision making. Okay, so IV will impact one variable, and then that particular variable will impact investment decision making. So this is how mediating variable works. So now I think it is pretty much clear what is the difference between moderating and mediating variable. Moderating variable impact the relation, increases or decreases the strength or direction of that particular relation. But in case of mediating variable, it goes like in a sequence, like behavioral biases here, independent variable will impact risk perception, and which then in turn will impact the investment decision making. So these were moderating and mediating variable. One small topic we'll also cover in this particular video, because it is going I think it is very small, so I have to cover one more topic, that is types of moderating variable. We'll also cover types of mediating variable in another video, but for now we have types of moderating variable. Okay, so number one is categorical variable. A categorical moderator is a variable that divides respondents into distinct groups or categories. नाम से ही पता लग रहा है कि that divides the respondent into different groups or category, like for example male, female. If there is age, although the age sometimes comes in continuous variable, which we'll study further. But if there is a category, for example 10 to 15 age group, have 15 to 20 age group, 20 to 25 age group, 25 to 30 age group, we have 4 age group, then it has been divided into 4 groups, then it will be categorical, because we have formed categories. Now why it is important for you to know that whether moderating variable is categorical or it is continuous, because in order to frame questionnaire, in order to run these respondents data in PLSM or any kind of a data analysis software, you must know whether the kind of data you are collecting is categorical or continuous. Either it is group based or it is like come in Likert scale. Okay, so for example age, if we have categorized the total population in let's say 3 to 4 categories, then gender, definitely gender, whether it is male or a female. Income level, whether they are earning more than 5 lakh, from 5 lakh to 15 lakh, or 15 lakh to 20 lakh, or 20 lakh to 25 lakh. We have created the category, right? So that is what categorical variable means creating category. If there is a possibility that category will be created, then it is categorical variable. Now like overconfidence variable IV is impacting investment decision making. So overconfidence, herding bias, anchoring bias are impacting investment decision making. So age factor, that whether a particular age group will be more influenced or not, or will improve the strength or direction of this particular relation. So that is what we are trying to find out. Okay, then at last we have continuous variable, which we also call metric variable. A continuous moderator is measured on a numerical scale or can take many values. Since it can take many values, so it is sometimes impossible for the researcher to make that much categories. So they make it in a, for example, in a Likert scale. For example, strongly agree, then neutral, then disagree, then strongly disagree. These kind of scales are used for measuring that particular response. So that is what continuous variable is there. For example, financial literacy, risk perception, like behavioral bias is impacting investment decision making, and financial literacy is impacting their relation. It could be they are increasing the impact of behavioral biases, or they are decreasing the strength or direction of behavioral biases on investment decision making. Okay, so financial literacy is a moderating variable, but it is a continuous moderator. It is not categorical moderator, because here you cannot categorize financial literacy that for example, if you are making kind of a questionnaire where you are like educated, uneducated, but if you want to know how much they know about the finance, then you'll have to frame certain questions which will be answered in a particular way, like strongly they agree with that, or they agree, or they are neutral about that, they disagree, or they strongly disagree. Then you'll get to know the actual financial literacy of these people. So in that case we use continuous variable. Okay, thank you so much. That is it for today. We have covered two topics: number one, intervening variable, and number two, types of moderating variable. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the Scholars Guide, because on every Tuesday and Saturday I'm going to upload these kind of videos which will help researchers and potential researchers and those who are new in this line. although I'm also a researcher, so I'll be uploading videos as per my knowledge and to the level that I have known so far. Thank you so much, and bye bye.